The Diamond Princess now has the dubious distinction of being the most concentrated outbreak of the coronavirus anywhere in the world.
It's scary.
And passengers such as Canadian Trudy Clement wonder how long those like her who aren't sick will be able to avoid getting the virus.
We'd all like to get home. If we're going to get this disease, we'd like to be home to have it, isolation or not, but not here. It's not a good situation.
Ironically, it seems the only way to get off the ship before the quarantine end date of February 19th is to actually contract the coronavirus and receive treatment. No matter how happy Princess Cruises tries to keep everyone on board, there's no escaping it's a disastrous scenario for the entire cruise industry, with ships in Japan and Hong Kong dealing with quarantines and passengers being pulled off ships elsewhere as a precaution. Shortly after 4 people were taken off a vessel in New Jersey, Royal Caribbean and Norwegian Cruise Lines announced anyone with passports from China, Macau, or Hong Kong is now banned from getting on board.
Well, of course, this is an extraordinary step by Royal Caribbean. We've never seen something like this before.
Business prof Marvin Ryder says it's clearly not fair to label 1.4 billion people who are Chinese as possible carriers, but the tourism industry is panicking.
In the Asia market, not the China market, the Asia market is down 80%, 80%. Again, not surprising given everything else you're hearing, but the big question is how fast will that bounce back?
Well, those on the Diamond Princess, at least passengers who are lucky enough to have balconies or windows to look out of, are going to get a little bit of a respite from life in the port today. Their ship has to sail just a little bit offshore to do some regular maintenance with its ballast tanks and bilges, so that's what they're going to be doing today. And Ian, we saw the ship sail out just a short time ago.
And Chris, how are the Japanese officials handling the risk of the virus spreading?
Well, we've already seen since this vessel arrived several others, particularly others carrying people from China and Hong Kong, have been turned away. And that's because authorities here are understandably very concerned about the spread of the disease. The Olympics, of course, the Summer Olympics are going to be here in just 6 months, and what they really don't want to have to contend with is what might just be the beginning of what they're seeing in Hong Kong, and that's localized outbreaks where the coronavirus might be spreading between people who've never been to Wuhan or China.
All right, Chris, thank you. Chris Brown in Yokohama tonight.